Hello, welcome to this talk today on the programs from Accountancy, Finance and Economics Department at the University of Lincoln. I'm Siobhan Gogan, I'm the head of department, and I'm here today with 5 of my staff who are going to tell you about their programs. So to begin with, from the top of my screen, I've got Kim. Would you like to introduce yourself, Kim?
Hi everyone, my name is Kim. I'm a PhD in behavioral finance. I have 10 years working as a banker, researcher, and also lecturer at different institutions in the UK and also in Vietnam. It's nice to see all of you today.
Thank you, Kim. Dragana?
Welcome everybody. My name is Dragana Radicic and I'm a program leader for 2 degree programs that I'm going to talk about today. One is economics and the other is economics and finance. My specialization is in international economics, microeconomics and econometrics. And you will be seeing me mostly in the second and final year.
Thanks, Dragana. Emma?
Thanks, Siobhan. Hi, everyone. My name is Emma Holmes, and I'm the Programme Leader for International Accounting with Finance. I'm a qualified chartered accountant, so trained and worked at PwC before moving into the education side. And similar to Dragana, you'd see me in the 3rd year, mainly for teaching.
Okay, thank you, Emma. Judith?
Hi. My name is Judith John. I'm the program leader for the BA Hans Accounting and Finance. I teach mainly at level 1 and level 2, so you see me around. I operate an open door policy, so very easy for you to come and chat to me about anything. And when I say anything, I mean we could talk about your interests, we could talk about your academic career, and we could talk about your fears as well. So I'm pretty much welcome for any sort of conversation. So you're welcome.
That's wonderful, Judith. Thank you. David Latham.
Hi, everyone. I'm the program leader for business and finance, and I've been doing that job for around 6 years now. I teach mainly the 3rd year finance.
Thanks, David. Last but not least, we have David Gray. David, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hello. My name's David Gray. I'm the missing link, the 6th one of the 5.
You are.
Yes, I'm looking after business economics. My research area is in housing, and I can explain why you can't afford to buy a house.
Okay, thank you, David. That's the program leaders, and I'm just going to tell you a little about the department and what we do. And as you can see, we have a range of staff who are on the spectrum from accountancy on one side, through to finance, through to economics and econometrics on the other side. So we've got a great balance of professionally qualified staff, some who have worked for the Big Four, and we also have those who are really specialists with PhDs and are more academic in that sense from the student's perspective. So if you want to go and continue your undergraduate to a postgraduate and then to a PhD, we have lots of people to advise you. So you'll notice that I'm sitting in this lovely lab, which we call our Bloomberg Suite. We have recently taken possession of our Bloomberg Suite and are hoping that all of our students in Accountancy, Finance and Economics will be introduced to the Bloomberg Suite. Some of you might be asking, what is the Bloomberg Suite? Well, the Bloomberg Suite represents industry. Industry use the information that Bloomberg provides for all of their financial requirements. It's up to the minute information about risk of investments, markets. It's a great employability tool for our students. And so we're really looking forward to having this embedded in all our programs. Not only will it be embedded in our programs, but something that is really quite unique to universities is we have a Lincoln Student Managed Investment Fund. So that's the students running this investment fund. It's real money. They adhere to stock exchange rules. They are in doing the investments. And of course, they will make significant use in that fund for the students' benefit. And of course, that too is a great employability skill. So we're really looking forward to Bloomberg because this is the first year that we will actually be able to have students in the Bloomberg suite. So without further ado, because I know that my team are keen to talk about their programs, so I'm going to hand over now to Judith, who's going to talk about BA On's Accountancy, Accounting and Finance.
Okay, welcome again. Just as I said earlier, my name is Judith John and I'm the program leader. And I'm here today to talk to you about a few things about the program that you should know. Our BA Hons Accounting and Finance is more than simply a technical or practice-based discipline. We do examine or teach this program from a broad range of business perspective, and we maintain close contact with practice. Our program is accredited by professional accountancy body. That means we have strong links with professional bodies such as the Association of Certified Chartered Accountants, the Institute of Chartered Accountants in England and Wales, and the Chartered Institute of Management Accounting, and the International Association of International Accountants. Because of this strong link and accreditation, our students upon graduation are eligible for exemption by applying to these relevant professional bodies that meet your interest. However, the exemptions that you can apply for is based on the options that you're going to that you choose or you want to study. So I'll talk to you a few about the structure of the program, in particular in terms of the modules that you're going to be doing. So when we talk about modules in the business school, in Lincoln International Business Schools, our program are composed of modules. So these are subjects within the program. And you have modules that are within 15 or 30 credits. So in the first year, all our modules are core, so there's no exemption. So we expect you to sit for it. And if you pass the learning outcome or meet the learning outcome for that year, then you can progress into the second year. If you look closely on the program structure, you'll see that our modules are structured based on progression. So in the first year, for example, we have a module called the Introduction to Accountancy and Finance. In the second year, we have a stream of those modules going into an intermediate level where you have to do financial accounting, management accounting, and financial management. In the third year, that progress to the advanced stage. The same stream, so you can see the progression. It gives you room to look, to reflect on how well you think you've done and the skills that you have acquired over the years. So in the third year, you'll be doing advanced financial accounting, which is a progression from the intermediate level at level 2, which is the financial accounting. Then you have the advanced management accounting and the advanced financial management. In the second and third year, you have an opportunity to choose an option that aligns with your interest. Okay, so I'll talk to you a few minutes about the option, but I wanted to draw your attention closely to what happens in between the second and third year. It's optional. It's a personal choice if you want to go out on placements, a year-long placement or even a summer placement. Some of our students who have gone on placements and returned to us in the third year have really done well and have said so much about how much a gap year or a placement year have helped them link what they have been taught so far in the first and second year to what they have seen in practice. And I encourage anyone who wants to take a placement year to do so because there's relevance. It helps you as well with your employability. So let's talk a few about the teaching and learning program, about these core modules that I have highlighted. Our teaching and learning strategy in the program is all about what we want our students to know when they leave the university, what they're able to do. So that gears up how we teach, how we assess, and how students learn. So it's important. And the key thing about that is employability. So we want you to imbibe some employability skills that will enable you to get meaningful. When I say meaningful employment, I mean working with top organization, because that's really what's important for us. Culture, values, and expectations. So either to work as an accountant or as a business leader. academic skills, fulfilling academic potential if you want to go ahead after your first degree and you think, look, I don't want to work, I want to pursue an academic career. The BA Accountancy and Finance is also geared towards it. But at the same time, another core pillar of the program is well-being. It's not just about being a student. It's about making the most of your time at the university, a sense of belonging. There are several things and activities that you can engage with. We've got the Lincoln Investment Managed Fund that Siobhan has spoken to you about. We've got the Business Society. We've got sports and activity. It's about being a well-rounded individual. Because they say all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. So the program is about engaging with all your 5 fingers. Everything is important in terms of meeting your objective, your career objective as an individual. So think about the structure of the program, how it's been arranged from first, second, and third year, the opportunity for you to have a placement year, and the accreditations that we have, which gives us a strong link to the industry. And that also opens up an opportunity for us to have guest speakers, people who come to speak to our students, people who come and do a little short talks or training about key aspects of what they do, so that our students have an awareness of what it feels like upon graduation, or areas that they could, because sometimes people don't consider certain aspects of a career because they don't know much about it. So we get people in to talk to you a little bit more about that aspect of accounting to see if it's an area that you might want to consider after leaving university. So far, we've got so many of our students have gone to do exciting things after leaving the university. And we actually do get those who have offer of a job even before graduation, because they could use their performance in the first, second, and part of the third year to show an employer that they are willing and they are ready and willing to work upon graduation. So this is all about my program. Please, if you have any question, you can send me an email. My email is jjohn@lincoln.ac.uk. So all in lowercase, jjohn@lincoln.ac.uk. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Judith. David.
So, as Judith has just been saying, the program Business and Finance, which I've been program leader for 6 years now, has a combined first year with accounting and finance and other programs as well. What separates my program from other programs that the business school runs is that it has a core stream of finance, which is taught by me in the third column, look, advanced financial management. But then also the business and finance allows students to specialize in a skill set that enables them to ask questions about what an organization does in terms of its finances and the consequences of those. So all of the courses at third year are taught by a range of qualified accountants and finance professionals. And then the optionals allow students to, again, as Judith was saying, make reference to their own personal interests or what they might want to do when they leave university. So a dissertation would be a good idea if you want to go on to further study, or other topics might be more practical orientated. The modules within my program do attract exemptions from ACCA, and we also have financial strategy, which claims a higher level exemption from ICAEW as well. If you are interested, then placements is also an option in your third year, and my advice is that a placement gives you a competitive advantage.
Thank you. This is David Gray here. I'm going to tell you about business economics. Business economics is distinct from the other economics programs in the business school in that it's designed for those who want an economics education but with a strong business flavor. It also is distinguished from other economics programs in that it doesn't require as much of a strong maths background. all our economics programs do not require you to have done A-level maths or A-level economics, although they could be an advantage. The program has been recently revalidated and now involves a large number of options. The original structure has been enhanced so that you can, if you are so orientated, take a more quantitative methods approach to economics, similar to some of the other programs. As with the previous two programs you've heard about, there is an option to do a placement year. As you have heard with the previous two programs, business economics builds. So you will find there are applied economics modules that build on each other as we get from the first year to the second year and from the second year to the third year. Thank you.
Thank you, David. Kim?
Okay, hi everyone again. I'm Kim, and I'm going to talk about my program, BSc Homes and MPhil Banking Finance. So in this case, you have the opportunity to finish your study within 3 years or progress your study another year to get a master's degree. So basically, the structure of the program is just similar with business and finance, with David Latham have already presented. However, for my program, as you can see from the title, we have banking and finance. That means you have the opportunity to focus the study in the banking aspect. In the second year, you have one module with contemporary issue for banking. This module specializes in commercial banking. In the third year, you have another module called private banking and wealth management. So for this module, focus on private banking. And also you can do investment banking as well and work in different financial institutions because you have different module in finance, including money banking, financial market and institution, financial management in your second year, and in your third year, you have advanced financial management. Also, one thing very special about this program is that it will provide you the opportunity to focus on and develop your data analysis skill, which is extremely important nowadays if you want to work in finance and banking industry. So in your first year, you have one module called Statistics for Finance and Economics, and it will continue to your second year. You have Introduction to Econometrics. In your third year, you have Advanced Econometric 1 and 2, which introduce you how to work with different type of data. And beside all of that, you have the opportunity to learn different aspects of the business and economic environment, like Introduction to Accounting and Finance, International Economics, macro environment for business, and also personal financial planning. So that's the opportunity and everything you will learn if you take banking and finance. Again, the job market, the potential for job market is wide with commercial banking, investment banking, financial institution. And as you can see here, as other programs, you have the opportunity to take a placement year after your second year. And some of my students did take advantage of this placement program with the career and employability department within the university, and they can learn a lot of practical skill within their placement year, and also is a big plus in their CV. Okay, you can see my email address here. So if you have any question, please feel free to drop me an email, and I will be more than happy to discuss with you in more detail about banking and finance program. Thank you.
Thanks, Kim. Over to you, Dragana.
Thank you, Siobhan. Hello, everyone, again. I'm a program leader, as I already said. for economics. Now, David Gray was talking about business economics, which is one of the three economics degree programs that we offer at our business school. As you can imagine, for pure economics degree, we are focusing on economic knowledge and skills, including extensive quantitative skills, which are highly sought by employers. So during the course of 3 years, you will learn to apply your knowledge of economics and econometrics using statistical software such as SPSS, data, and you're also going to analyze the Bloomberg data set that Siobhan was talking about. I'm going to go briefly through 3 years when it comes to modules, and then I'll talk a bit about our economic society that we are very proud of. So the first year is the foundation economics year, and which is, as you could see, common for all programs. So it's a foundation year. So you have introduction to different modules specific to your program. So in case of economics, you will have introduction to economics, mathematics, statistics, and accounting. In the second year is where you start to specialize in economics. So we'll move on to study and examine intermediate microeconomics and macroeconomics, international economics. Then you will have your first module on econometric analysis, where you will learn econometric theory, as well as you're going to apply that knowledge into statistical software. You're going to look at the history of economic thought, which is very important for us economists. And you will have to choose between, for one module that is option, either a module on finance or economics, banking, or competition and regulation. As my colleagues were saying about the placement year, it is optional. As you can see in previous programs, it's optional for economics as well. Although all of us encourage, and me included, our students to take the placement year and gain business experience before their graduation. In the final year, you will have modules on advanced microeconomics and macroeconomics. So you're going to apply the knowledge that you gained in the previous 2 years, 2 modules on advanced econometric analysis. And again, you're going to learn theory and apply it in statistical software. You're going to talk about economic policy analysis and analyze policy issues that are very current. You're going to do independent study to apply your research skills that you've gained, and you're going to have an option where you can choose between number of areas such as behavioral finance, housing economics, banking, European economies. We'll talk about employability as a group later on, so I'm not going to say anything specific at this point. I would like to mention our economic society, which is run fully by students, and all students of our business school and our university can join this society. It offers both academic and social activities. It also offers mentoring to our students, and it organizes debates on current economic issues. So it's an excellent economic society. And every semester we have the economics committee meeting where all the students across all 3 economics programs join, and from all 3 levels of studies. Thank you. That's it for pure economics degree. I'm also going to talk about the final degree program on economics, which is about economics and finance, as you can see on the slide. In terms of the first foundation year, it's exactly the same as for the pure economics course. In the second year, there are, of course, modules that are common across all 3 degrees on economics, or in particular when it comes to economics program. On the finance side, in the second year, you will have an opportunity to learn about financial management and apply it in various case studies, real case studies. In the final year, it's all about applying your knowledge and skills across number of modules. It includes, those modules are advanced micro and macro, as you can see on the slide, and of course, advanced econometric analysis. When it comes to finance modules, you will have advanced financial management, and you will have an option where you can choose between a broad area of modules starting from behavioral finance to banking and European economies, housing economics. And just to say, when it comes to employability, which is specific for this particular program, as you can imagine, a lot of students find their graduate job in commercial and investment banks besides private and public sector. Thank you.
Thank you, Dragana. Now, Emma.
Thanks, Siobhan, and hi, everyone. So as I said earlier, I'm the Programme Leader for International Accounting and Finance. I'm actually stood in one of the lecture halls today, and hopefully you will be able to join us here very soon. I really love working at the university. We are a very friendly and proactive department, and it's also a privilege to live in such a beautiful city, so hopefully you will have that soon. So as I said earlier, I'm a chartered accountant. I trained and worked at PwC, and actually my background of working in industry and also specifically as an auditor, I can see the real importance of having quite a general understanding of the business environment. And that's exactly what our Year 1 programme allows. And the first year across all of the programmes that we've heard about offer a really good, solid understanding of different aspects of business, accounting and finance. This programme specifically focuses on accounting. So you'll see in both second year and also third year, we have core modules in international accounting. So that's more of our financial accounting and reporting, so the external side. And then we also have core modules in managerial accounting. And management accounting is more the internal side. The finance in the title, so we are international accounting with finance, that reflects the finance that we study in year 2, some of the banking modules in year 2 as well, and then the financial management that we then progress with in year 3. The programme suits students who are looking to study further. So many of our students will go on to study a more specialised master's programme, but also those that want to pursue a career in accounting or finance. So lots of options for you. You can do something similar to myself. So join a professional accounting firm, either on a global scale, so use some of the international aspects like I did, or even a more smaller local firm. There are also opportunities within industry. So lots of different types of industries where you can have accounting or finance roles. And I'm currently supervising a few students who are working at the local NHS. So using their accounting skills for lots of different reasons. I'm sure you can imagine a very, very busy place to work. It's a really excellent programme, and I would say what stands this one apart is the international focus, but also our varied assessment opportunities. So we have, in both our core accounting modules, we have portfolios, which allow us to assess you throughout the year. So award you on the efforts from day one. And also help you demonstrate lots of transferable skills, which will be useful in a wide variety of careers. So as with everyone else, please do feel free to contact me. My email address and details are included on the slide, and I look forward to hearing from you all. Thanks, Siobhan.
Thank you, Emma. Now, I imagine you're quite interested in finding out where some of our students have gone for either their final career job or through their placement. And this slide shows just some of the examples of where our students have gone. And I'm sure the team will be delighted to tell you a little more about some of the students from their programmes who have ended up in some of these positions. Judith, might you like to talk about your students?
Yes, absolutely. As I said earlier, I said the key thing about the program is what we want our students to do after they've graduated. That was my talking point. And the main thing is employability, because that's the reason. Development, people want to develop, they want to have a career, and they come to us. And they want to have a career. Some want to be local, some want to be global. As you can see, some of the global firms that we have here. We've got Shell Petroleum, we've got Santander, JP Morgan, Jimmy Choo's, and Simon. So these are big global company, but at the same time, we have local firms like Duncan and Topless. And some of our students have gone to do amazing things there. We've got currently in this year, we've got some of them who are going to HM, Her Majesty Revenue and Custom. And we have those who currently have unemployment to work after the results are out. They're going to PwC, pass all the assessment stage, and that is only possible because of their learning strategy and putting themselves out for there and taking all the challenges and opportunities that the teaching and learning strategy that we've employed. So it's an exciting time, and I'm excited to see what you do when you come to us.
Thanks, Judith. Yeah, great.
As you see in the bottom right, there's a little symbol of HM's Revenue and Customs. One of our great successes of our relatively modest program, Business Economics, is that one of our star graduates is now working for the Treasury. Not only is this one of the best jobs one of our students in the business school has got over quite some time, but it's also she had a placement as well. Students are going on to interesting places. One of our star students of the current year, Caitlin, is busy applying for courses at places like Nottingham University to study an MA in development economics.
Yeah, thanks, David. You were talking about one of your students going to the Treasury. In fact, over the years, numbers of our students have actually gone into HM Revenue and Customs from the Accountancy and Finance degree. And that is a really key job for those students because the application process is very, very tough. Generally, there are thousands of applicants for jobs. So we are delighted when we see year on year our students getting into HM Revenue and Customs. Anyone else want to add anything?
Can I pop in, Siobhan?
Yeah.
To talk about my student this year in banking and finance. So as I said, the career opportunity are open for banking and finance. This year, one of my students get the offer from St. James Place, a wealth management firm, which is one of the largest wealth management firm in the UK. Also, another second-year student in China, she got an internship with an investment bank in China, which is a great opportunity for him to learn and develop within his study. In terms of further their study, so there's some students who want to take a master degree, not go directly to the job market yet. So one of my students get an offer from University of Durham to study finance and finance investment. So that's all of the career prospect and further study for banking finance students.
Okay, thank you, Kim.
Siobhan, can I add to what my colleagues were saying? This year, a group of our students from economics and finance programs are going to apply for consultancy jobs because, as you very well know, there are a lot of consultancy firms in economics, in particular in London. And towards the end of March, there was a big job ad, and a lot of our students will apply for that. And as you were saying, and as our other colleagues were saying, it's very, very competitive. And our students are aware of that, but they will, of course, give their best to try to get a job there. And as other colleagues were saying, we have students who continue with their masters, and David was mentioning one of our students, and we have another who secured a master's degree at London School of Economics in accounting and finance. As you can imagine, it's very competitive position. And that's not the only student in our relatively young program that got to study masters at LSE, and not just LSE. Of course, some students do stay with us for masters and PhD degrees. Some move on and go to other universities, of course, as we would expect. That's what I wanted to add. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Dragana. So you can see that the objective for us as staff is to ensure that our students receive all the employability skills to help them get their place in the job market. Or if they want to go on to study at postgraduate, then they can do that here. And we're delighted to say that lots will go to different universities as well. So that would be normal practice. The staff, and Emma mentioned this, the staff get to know the students very, very well. In fact, that's one of the advantages of coming to Lincoln, is that we are a relatively small university, or within the scheme of universities, but actually we get to know you as individuals, but the university is big enough to ensure that the students have a great university experience. We're here for the students. The students are at the heart of everything we do. Without the students, we wouldn't necessarily be here. So if you're interested to find out more about our programs, please do get in touch. There's a plethora of sources to contact us, and you can see them on the slide on the screen at the moment. So thank you for listening. Please get in touch, and we would love to see you in the new academic year. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Thank you,
everyone. Bye.
Bye.